You have got to be freaking kidding me, guys. You know, this is a topic that I talk about frequently on the channel monthly, it seems like. And contrary to popular belief, possibly, I don't like talking about this. It is absolutely ridiculous. But we got news from TFW 2005 board member Noon or Nunn, I don't know how you pronounce that. We have some price increases for 2026. Now, Deluxes are $27.99, Voyagers are $42.99, Leader Class $59.99. And I gotta say, guys, I don't know what this could possibly be from. I mean, people are speculating it's from the tariffs, people are speculating it's just Hasbro's greed, or people are saying it's a mix of both. I honestly don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm an expert and know exactly why the prices are going up next year. But if I was a betting man, I'd say it's probably a mix of both if I were to just speculate here. But again, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't have any insider knowledge on why this is happening, but it is, it seems like. Now, it seems like Noon here got this info from some store listings or store data from what I'm reading. I'm not sure exactly where this info is coming from, but it's being reported from a lot of credible news sources within the Transformers sphere. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on here, guys. Honestly, my thoughts on everything, I don't know, man. I think, this is where I'm at. I just want to explain this for you guys. I've kind of said this in previous videos, but I don't think I've kind of explained it in full. I am, kind of done with Hasbro stuff. If it's not a character that, or if it's a character that third party has already done that is better and in that masterpiece treatment with extra paint, better articulation, a better aesthetic and look to the character, then I'm going to go with third party. That's how I am in my collection at this point. Because Hasbro stuff, just due to the cheapness and what you're paying nowadays, especially with these price increases next year, you might as well just go third party with a lot of these characters. Now, I will admit there is some characters that Hasbro does that we may never see third party do. Which those are the characters that I would still get from Hasbro, which is kind of few and far between for my own personal wants and needs in my Transformers collection and the characters that I care about. So I'm already one that is extremely slowing down on Hasbro product since the last few months of this year. There's really been only a few new Hasbro Transformers that I've gotten or wanted to get this year, and it's been that way for a while now, it seems like. And with these price increases next year, it just solidifies that even more for me. Let me give you guys an example. The freaking animated, or quote-unquote animated Retgar coming out in Wave 1 of Age of the Primes next year, that is going to be a $43 Voyager class figure. Can you guys believe that? A figure with a bunch of ugly-ass 5mm ports on it, a figure that is barely accurate to the character that they're saying it is supposed to be from on the packaging. And you want people to pay basically $50 for that after tax and shipping, depending on where you buy it from? You're out of your damn mind. I know for a fact I'm not getting that. And the thing is, there's still going to be people that are going to be defending what Hasbro is doing, defending these releases. There were people defending that Retgar in the comment section of the video I dropped like a month ago, saying that release is trash, which factually it is garbage. They're labeling it as animated Retgar, and the thing virtually looks nothing like the character outside of the head sculpt. It makes no sense. And you want people paying top dollar for that? I mean, I could get a freaking masterpiece figure on AliExpress for $50, the same price as that. And granted, it is a knockoff, but you know how it is with knockoffs nowadays. They're very high quality. It's basically the same as getting an official figure with like 90% of them. So it doesn't even matter if it's a knockoff or not at this point. Still, I could get a $50 freaking masterpiece figure from Hasbro and Takara for that price, as opposed to this piece of trash with mainline mass retail releases, animated Retgar. This piece of garbage, And I'm looking at everything. It's just something that I do not care to pay for a lot of these figures. And I used to be somebody that was strictly mainline, strictly Hasbro and Takara products to a lesser extent. But nowadays, with all these price increases the last 5, 6 years and the last 15 years, you might as well just go knockoff or third party, because in a lot of aspects now you're paying less. And in most cases, especially for next year's prices, you're going to be paying less for a lot of these third-party or KO figures that you could just buy on AliExpress. Now, that may be patched a little bit due to the tariffs again. I don't want to throw that out there as like an alternative or an excuse. Who knows what's going to go on with outside product with the tariffs and everything. That could be a method that's patched, and it's like, oh, you might as well just get Hasbro because of the tariffs and the extra fees, making it more expensive than the Hasbro product. And it really just weighs in on what you're spending and what you're getting in return. And I honestly don't know, but I just want to say that's my own little solution and how I'm collecting Transformers right now for the time being. That could change again due to what this administration is doing with the tariffs and whatever else is going on in the world currently, but I don't know. So Deluxe Class, $27.99. This isn't too terribly bad. It's only a $3 price increase. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it basically means you're paying a little over $30 after tax and probably shipping too, depending on where you order, for a Deluxe Class figure, which it has half the parts count of Deluxe Class figures from 10-15 years ago. It has less accessories and play features for most of them. They're smaller, and you're paying $30 for that. I don't know how that's warranted, but hey, this is the day and age we live in, and there's going to be people defending this in the comment section of this video, I bet. And those are probably a bunch of 14-year-olds that didn't grow up in the era of not paying $25, $30 for a cheap 4.5-inch Deluxe. That's just how it goes. Or it's going to be a bunch of shills that think they know everything about the world and the economy because of a price increase. That, yes, there's reasons behind it, doesn't mean it's valid, though. A Voyager Class, $42.99, $43. That's about a $10 price increase, $8-9 or something like that. And insanity. I don't know how they warrant Voyager Class having a higher price increase than something like Leader Class, but I don't know. You don't catch me buying a lot of Voyager Class figures nowadays anyway, but it's going to be even more of a what the hell. After tax, you're basically paying $50 for a Voyager now. If you told somebody in 2010, when Voyager Class was like $20, that you would be paying $50 basically for a Voyager Class figure after tax, about 15 or so years later, you would be calling that person crazy. Because I don't know what you call it, because again, I'm not claiming to be some expert like some of these people online claim to be with economics and math and everything, but I think it's called rate of change or something like that. If you look at the rate of change with inflation from, let's say, 2010 compared to now, and 15 years prior from 2010, it seems like it's a lot more than previously how it used to be with inflation, especially with 2010 to 2025, 2026. It just feels ridiculous, man. So Voyager Class was $20, not even in 2010. Let's go to 2013. I think it was still $20 then, and then in 2014, 2015, it went to $25. But 2013, $20 Voyager Class figure. That is 12 years later. This thing is going to be $43 after tax, virtually $50. And I want to go after tax with the 2013 Voyager as well. So after tax, that's what, like $23, $24. So let's just call it 24, 25. So that is freaking $25. That's about a $25 price increase in the span of 12, 13 years. That is insanity, guys. And some people who are younger watching this may not even get the gravity of what I'm talking about here and the examples I'm throwing out there. Hell, there's even people in their 40s and 50s watching this probably who don't even get the gravity of this. Imagine if bread went from $5 to $30 in the span of 10, 12 years. That would be ridiculous. It's the same thing. I mean, sure, bread, it's food, and this is collectibles and action figures and stuff. It's not the same level of importance, but it's the same kind of example. Buying something, being a consumer, paying for something and getting something in return for what you're paying for. It's insanity, and it's going to be across everything next year. Food, clothing, necessities, all this stuff, man. It's going to be insane next year, I bet, just based off of what's going on here. In leader class, $60. We saw this coming. We already saw some of the newer leader class figures being labeled as $60 on, I think, Hasbro Pulse and stuff. So that's not too shocking at this point, but it's still ridiculous. After tax, you're paying damn near $70. After tax and shipping, it's basically $70. So you look at a Voyager or leader class figure, and let's say 2014, it was $45. Go 11, 12 years later, you're paying basically $70 for a leader class. And, I do want to be fair. So after like tax and shipping in 2014, it would probably be like $50, $55 or something like that. That is insanity. But you look at the base price before all the extra fees, whether it's in a store or online, 45 compared to 60. That's $15 in the span. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. I could go in circles with this topic for hours. But fact of the matter is, we're going to be seeing ridiculous price increases next year, especially for that Voyager class. Hasbro can miss me with that. I'm going to be a lot more selective, and y'all are probably going to be hearing a lot more topics and complaining about this on the channel here in the months and probably years to come, because things are probably not going to get any better because of just how this country has become over the last 10, 15 years. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about these price increases for 2026? And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.